party people, we got a surprise for you. Boom, Young Life Leader. They're always there for you. Hey, I'm a Young Life Leader. You need a ride? You need a ride home? You need a ride home from school? Young Life Leader. You need a ride home from sports? You play sports? Don't worry, Young Life Leader, they're in the stands cheering for you. Hey, I'm cheering for you. Go Claire, I'm cheering for you. You need a snack? Are you hungry? Hey, Young Life Leader, I want a snack. I want a milkshake. Kelly's ice cream? Can we go to Kelly's? Jeremiah's? Let's go Jeremiah's. They're super rich, unbelievably rich. They'll pay for it all, don't you worry. Oh, but you're not a female? Are you a guy? Don't worry, we got Young Life Leaders there for you too, okay? Hey, Young Life Leaders, always there for you. Young Life Leaders come background checked and certified. No two Young Life Leaders are exactly the same. Not actual size of Young Life Leaders. Not suitable for kids under 12. Oh, and by the way, you were made for this.
Whoa, what a way to start the night. Hi everyone, and welcome to Young Life Live. My name is Lexi Hebb, and I'm the area director here in Heart of Orlando. I'm so excited to be back tonight, hosting another fundraiser, this time with the help of more than 20 watch party hosts across our city. So tonight, we're gonna talk about the impact of Young Life Ministry. You'll get to hear stories from leaders, kids, and staff, and then together, we can partner to keep Young Life going. Since 1941, the mission of Young Life has been to introduce adolescents to Jesus Christ and help them grow in their faith. Our ministry reaches more than 100 countries, all 50 states across the U.S., and has been active here in Orlando for nearly 60 years. So what is it that sets us apart? Young Life and Wildlife Leaders. They go into the world of kids to walk alongside them, get to know them on their turf, and then love them regardless of their response. It all starts with adults caring enough to form that friendship. Friendships like the one I have with Sam. Sam is a friend of mine who's been keeping a little video diary of her experience with Young Life this year. So let's check it out. We're at Summer Campaigners! It's the first day of school.
First day.
Just finished our first Young Life Club of the year!
Happy Halloween.
I'm a whoopee cushion.
We're turkey bowling
Turkey
tonight.
Hey guys, it's the last day of weekend camp.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Hi, I'm Sam. I'm in 10th grade and I go to Winter Park High School. Growing up, I mainly stayed at my mom's house. I went through a lot of change and uncertainty with my dad's side of the family. A lot of ups and downs left me feeling alone and like it would never get better. My friend Louise, one of my very close friends, called me up one day and was like, hey, there's this cool thing, I think you should come. And I was just really introduced to Jesus. Growing up, I did not really learn about God. Religion wasn't a big thing in my family, but when I learned about Young Life, it really started to become a big part of my life. One of my favorite experiences was camp. It's called Sharped Up Cove and it's in Georgia. And we just had a lot of fun things. We got to be in the club room, which was really amazing, really changed me. And some other fun things like the zip line, the ropes course, and spike ball. And of course, I won every game playing spike ball.
Hey guys, we just played spike ball with Grayson, Riley, Lexi, and Anna.
Woo!
The leaders are absolutely amazing. I have two leaders and their names are Lexi and Anna. And they just love to hear about your day.
Hey guys, waiting for Young Life Club to start. Just 2 fire trucks, no biggie.
First
no
club
biggie.
of
Yeah.
2022.
Yeah.
For a dull moment.
Teenagers like me really need a place where Jesus is in their life, and I feel like Young Life gave me that. I feel more happy, I feel thankful, and I feel noticed. And I would just like to say thank you for everyone to supporting this video.
We want every kid to have a chance to feel that same welcoming love that Sam and so many of her peers have experienced, the same love that each of our leaders has felt from Jesus. It's these leaders and staff that make it possible for us to reach kids across Orlando. From sending parent newsletters to loading charter buses for camp, and from board meetings to cheering at lacrosse games, they can do it all. So let's meet this year's team.
Hi, I'm Stephanie. I'm on staff in College Park, and I've been on Young Life staff about 3 years.
Hey, my name is Ryan. I've been on Young Life staff for 2.5 years.
I'm Lindsay and I've been on staff with Young Life for 2 years.
Working for Young Life is a blast. I have so much fun every day, getting to hang out with kids and leaders. Being able to tell kids and communicate the Lord's love for them has really grown my own relationship with the Lord.
I love the relational aspect of it. Like there are programmatic pieces to Young Life for sure, but I think what keeps Young Life going is the relational aspect of it, like leaders showing up to students and going to where they are rather than keep inviting them.
Young Life is a place where kids can be kids, and in this world, they're forced to grow up so quickly, but at Young Life, they can just have fun and be a kid.
Young Life is relationships. It is just rich, deep relationships with high schoolers and middle schoolers and volunteer leaders and seeing the impact of outreach on them.
I think my favorite part about being on Young Life staff is just being with kids and like hearing the things that come out of their mouth. I think it's very entertaining for me, some of the things they say and some of the questions they ask.
When my kids come home from Young Life, they're filled with joy, they're filled with excitement, but then they're also met with a message of how much God loves them and how much God accepts them and how much God can fill up their hearts.
Why do I go? I go because Friday nights at Wildlife Club are an absolute blast, and seeing kids feel welcome and included in a place is so, so sweet.
Why do I go? Because Thursday mornings in Campaigners Bible Study, I get to sit with 6th graders as they talk about, ask questions about, and get to process what the gospel means for them.
Why do I go? I go because as a parent of 3 kids, I know that it takes a village to raise kids, and Young Life is the village that I want to be a part of.
I love getting to work along with those staff members and hearing what it is that inspires them to go reach kids. I know for me personally, I lead Young Life at Winter Park High School because when I was a teenager, I was going through a lot. My parents split up, my best friend moved away, and I felt really alone. But I had a small group leader named Kathy who stepped into that mess with me, and she invited me to Bible study every Wednesday, and we hung out at her house, and we went to camp for the weekend, and it was unlike any other relationship that I had. Therefore, I keep going after kids here in Winter Park so that they can have the same thing and see the love of God. We have tons of volunteers doing just that. As a matter of fact, we have 30 volunteers here in Heart of Orlando alone, but more than 60,000 worldwide volunteering their time to reach middle school and high school kids through Young Life. Tonight, I get to introduce you to some of my friends who are volunteering their time to do that with our kids right here in the community. We couldn't do it without them.
I'm Anna, and I lead at Winter Park High School.
I'm Kate, and I work with Winter Park Wildlife.
Hi, I'm Christian. I lead at Lake Highland Prep.
I'm Charles, and I'm a Edgewater High School Young Life leader.
I'm Britton, and I'm a leader at Winter Park High School.
Hi, my name is Brooke, and I lead at College Park Wildlife.
Young Life is reaching kids and becoming friends with them so that you can walk alongside them on their journey through their faith.
Wildlife is chaos in a good way.
Young Life is a mystery. Whether it's club or hang out with your leader or the next activity at camp, it's just so unpredictable.
Young Life, for me, is a great opportunity to minister to the younger generation and help build them up into young adults and then basically pour into them so that way they can pour into others around them.
The first time I went to summer camp was in 2017, and that whole week was such a blur because I was having so much fun. But what I do remember is these skit characters come out and perform this crazy skit, and just me laughing until I was crying, and I knew whatever this was, I wanted to be a part of it.
I love wildlife because I get to sing at the top of my lungs with my arms around my wildlife friends.
My favorite thing about Young Life is the friendships that I've made with the kids and the people I lead and everybody that comes and goes.
My favorite part about Wildlife is the craziness and that we can just laugh and be silly together and have so much fun.
I think my favorite thing about Young Life is the connections that a kid has with their leader. I feel like for guys, you don't really talk about real stuff, but Young Life gives an opportunity for kids, especially guys, to talk to somebody that's not their parents and actually feel open and feel accepted.
Young Life is unique because it is so intentional. Everything that Young Life does is for a reason. There's a reason that the tables and the dining hall are circular, so you can all look each other in the face while eating and have good conversations.
My favorite thing about Young Life is the opportunity to create long-lasting, intentional memories with people that I'm pouring into and are also pouring into me that, God willing, will last forever.
Why do I go?
Why do I go?
Why do I go?
I go because at campaigners, we get to reach the kids personally and show them what it means to love Jesus and walk through them on that journey.
I go because I love my wildlife friends. I know that when I was growing up, I really looked up to my older friends who had wisdom and life experience. And so my friends from Audubon Park and Glenridge can look up to me and learn from my experiences from when I was their age too.
I go because contact work is going to their turf and earning their trust in order to gain friendship.
I go because of the amazing opportunities and experiences. One of them would definitely be weekend camp at Southwind, where I'm able to grow really close relationships with those guys and get the chance to see where they are with their walks with Jesus Christ.
Why do I go? I go because of the relationships you build with students, and one way that Young Life does this is week-long camp. You go to an amazing camp and you get to stay there for a whole week with these students, and they don't have their cell phones, and you just get alone time with them without any distractions, and you get to talk about Jesus with them while doing team building activities, and really just to have those deep talks that you just don't get at home.
Why do I go? I go because my middle school friends experience a lot of pressure every day, and I love being someone that is a safe place for them that's not their teachers or their parents. It would have made a big difference in my life if I had someone that was walking with me through middle school.
I'm always inspired to hear the why behind each of our volunteers. We couldn't make the impact that we do without their time and effort. But what else does it take to make Young Life happen? Well, it takes a lot to keep Young Life going for just 1 year. It takes, well, let's find out.
It takes so much. It takes a lot. It takes 35 volunteer leaders. It takes 4 adult staff members. It takes 10 charter buses.
It takes 60 monthly donors.
It takes 165 hours in staff meetings.
It takes Capri Suns, like a lot of them.
It takes hundreds of donuts.
No, really, hundreds of donuts.
And I love donuts.
It takes 29 Monday nights. It takes 273 one-time gifts.
It takes 27 hula hoops.
It takes more than 300 raffle prizes.
It takes gas money for leaders. It takes 20 year-end gifts.
It takes parents opening up their homes.
It takes leaders showing up.
It takes awesome leaders showing up.
It takes $265,000. It takes you.
It takes you!
It takes you!
It's true. The more our community gets involved, the more we can expand our reach for Christ and go deeper with the kids that we already know. In order for us to keep Young Life going this year, we need to raise support. It's crucial that adults in our community take the next step to get involved, either as leaders, as board members, or as donors. Our goal for this year is $265,000. That budget will allow us to support our current 3 full-time staff, our 1 part-time staff, equip and train our volunteer leaders, and allows us to have vehicle costs, mission assistance, and the endless supplies that we need for our weekly club and campaigners events. Your help tonight matters. If we can raise $125,000 of that budget tonight across our Young Life Live watch parties, we'll be able to continue providing safe and welcoming environments where kids can be kids and grow in their faith. Here to share a little bit more tonight is my friend Scott Armstrong, our incoming board chair.
Thank you, Lexi. I am super pumped about Young Life Live tonight, and I'm excited to be on the team. But we need more teammates. We need financial partners who can help us send more kids into the schools, to the sports games, to Chick-fil-A, to share about Jesus. I've got teenagers of my own, and I've seen firsthand the impact that Young Life leaders can have on our kids. Most kids are influenced by about 5 adults in their adolescent years, ones who really leave a mark. It's my goal that every one of your kids, by the time they graduate high school, will have a Young Life leader be one of those positive influencers in their life. It was a simple decision a few years ago for me and my wife Heidi to start a reoccurring monthly gift to Young Life Heart of Orlando when our oldest kids started middle school. We saw it clearly as an investment into our kids. My hope tonight is that you see that clarity as well. I challenge you to think of a better investment into your teenager's life. Like Lexi said, we need to raise $125,000 tonight, so please consider partnering with us financially. If you're a parent, please consider giving a monthly gift like my family. There's several simple ways you can give. There's a QR code that'll be on the screen. There's pledge cards that'll be at your party that you can fill out, or also you can just visit our website.
We're so glad that you were able to come with us tonight and celebrate. God is on the move in Heart of Orlando, and we can't wait to see what's next.
On behalf of our team, thank you for joining us on Young Life Live.